All right, y'all. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, Coach Vaughn, in effect, I gotta let y'all meet my boy Vic, one of my co-workers, man, been a good friend. But yo, he was just dropping some jewels, dropping some knowledge about, about everybody kind of being a guru over their own story. I want him to kind of just share some of that with y'all real quick, man. Vic, drop some of those jewels, man.
Okay, so some of the stuff that we were talking about, everybody is always looking for a testimony. People love the rags to riches story.
Yeah.
I came from the bottom. I didn't have nothing to eat. We came from the hood and all this, that, and the other. But that's a good story. It is a great story. But everybody didn't come from the gutter like that.
Yeah.
There are a lot of people in single-parent homes. Everybody didn't come from a single-parent home.
Right.
Everybody didn't come from welfare and things like that.
Right.
What about the people that had both parents in the home? You had opportunities. You had family. You had financial stability. You had all of these things, but you still had a rags mentality. You still wanted to be like those that are in these neighborhoods that didn't have any hope. So you look at places where you have kids that instead of going to college or doing the right thing, they decide, I want to be like the guy in the hood. I want to grab a gun. I want to stand on the block. I want to smoke. I want to drink. I want to do all of these different things, because everybody wants to experience that, and they don't think that their story is enough. The bad decisions that you made, life itself is hard enough. The bad decisions that you may have made without falling that far into the trap is enough of a story to help somebody on the level that you came from. So there are kids out there that are in school. They have both parents in the home, but they don't know what to do with themselves. And it's something that I like that you talk about when you talk about average is failure. There are a lot of people that are stuck with mediocrity. And sometimes the worst person that deals with this type of mentality is the guy that has it all in the beginning. And the reason why is because you take it for granted. I have the parents, I have the financial stability, I have the opportunity, so I take it for granted. So then you have a guy that comes from nothing. When he gets the opportunity, he seizes it. He takes it by the horns, man, and he takes what he can get. So what's different? What's the difference between that person and the guy that is already there, but he still does the wrong thing? It's just a different mentality, man.
And I'm glad that you're sharing this with the folks, Vic, because one of the things that, I grew up in Uniondale, Long Island, where it wasn't the hood, but for some reason we felt like we needed to glorify the hood. You know what I'm saying? We felt like we needed to be like the folks that were in the hood. And sometimes the challenge, even when I speak, it seems like the people that get the most publicity, as far as being motivational speakers or as far as talking about, I'm bugging over here trying to fix, turn my, I forgot I got the, but the challenge that I have is that as a speaker, a lot of people who get a lot of the publicity are the people who have the rags to riches kind of story. And I realized that I was trying to mimic those stories because those stories seemed hot to me. They were fire to me. So one of the ways that I had to, I'm realizing now that I had to make the adjustments to really just tell my story. And even what I was saying before, it's not even me trying to give advice so much, so to speak, anymore, as much as it's giving insight into my own life and just telling you exactly what I've been through, and in hopes that you might just get something from my story that might help you in whatever situation you're going through, right? So it's no longer me giving advice, because I think I did a video before where I was trying to say at first I used to think that average is failure was referring to a speech that I was giving, right? Or average is failure was referring to a business that I had to build, because I'm seeing everybody else build their businesses. I'm seeing everybody else out there giving speeches. But now I've come to realize that no, average is failure really is just my life journey, as I've been through some challenges because I was average. And while I'm no longer average in the way that I was in the past, life will always show you that you have areas that can always be adjusted, and areas where you are you might fall into the temptation to be average. And so I'm just showing y'all what I'm doing, you know, in hopes that I will no longer be average, and we're at places that are average currently. I'll continue to build up and to continue to grow and continue to increase and continue to go above and beyond and to go the extra mile. And that's simply what average is failure is about.
And it's just as hard for a guy that comes from nothing, as hard as it is for him to try to rise above being average, it's just as hard for the guy that has it all. You know, because you can just fall into the trap of monotony, of mediocrity, you know, expecting everything to be handed to you. Kevin Durant said something, and I always like that statement. He said, hard work beats talent when talent don't work hard. And you have people on both sides of the spectrum that don't want to work hard. Where we work now, we work in an environment where we're trying to motivate people that come from nothing to want to work hard. Then you got people on the other side, they're spoiled, they have everything already, so they don't want to work hard because they expect it all to be handed to them. So we're trying to find that balance where, okay, I got challenges, but I need for the guy that has it all. Look, I might have it all, but I need my own. There should be something inside of you to say, look, I want to build my own. I don't care how much money my mom, my dad, and all of these people make. I want to make a path for myself. So with the opportunities that are given me, I'm gonna take advantage of it because, hey man, it's a lot of people that don't have these opportunities. And for the man that doesn't have anything going for himself, he has to believe that, hey man, in order for me to get out of this, I can't just be like everybody else, because if I do that, I'm going to be on the corner. I'm going to be in the unemployment line. I'm going to be a bum. I'm not going to have anything. So many other things can come out of it. And so I don't care where you are. I don't care who you are, where you're from. You could be from Beverly Hills. You could be from Southeast DC. You got a story. The man that works 9 to 5 every single day and wakes up every single day to take care of his family, he has a story. The same story, because it's hard. It's hard to do the right thing every day, man. It's not an easy thing. And I applaud everybody out there that has that mentality that average is failure to them. So what the guy that works the 9 to 5 never sold drugs on the block, never had any addictions or anything like that. You know how hard it is to do that?
To just show up on time.
Show up on time every day.
You know,
take care of your children. You paying bills. You know, and we know because we're trying to build people to become that man. And we see the struggles on a day-to-day basis about how hard it is to do that, man. So everybody got a story, man. So I don't care where you from, man. If you got wisdom, I'm listening, bro. That's just what it is, man. I don't care because I need it. I'm trying to grow. There's the day that you feel like there's nothing else for you to learn, you might as well roll over and die, man. That's truth to me, bro.
Anyway, man, y'all see, this is one of the reasons why, you know, I'm no longer average. I'm surrounding myself with people like Vic over here. I got a couple of other people in my crew, man, that really help keep me grounded. So, you know, I'll leave it at that. I hope that was message enough for y'all. As always, average is failure. Go above, go beyond, go the extra mile. We out of here. Peace.
Yes, sir.